Okay.
So we've been in the States for all
Right,
of
you got it. This is purely who are you?
Oh, hi, I'm Enki. That means I'm Derek Anderson, because I don't hide behind my alias. No reason. I'm the network geek, I guess. I set up all the kit.
Where are you right now? What are you doing?
Hi! I'm Enki. I'm the guy who handles all the network equipment, sets up the broadcast server, and does all the assorted slave jobs when it comes to setting up our broadcast down to DEFCON.
I'm Sean. I'm going to be keeping Enki alive while we're in Vegas. Pretty much, I've quit my job. I've got about a couple $100 I'm going to Vegas with. I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm not really sure even if I'm going back to my own country. But, you know, I'm thinking that whatever opportunities come my way, we're just going to surf that universal vibe, you know, and it'll pretty much work out.
Hi, I'm Cimm, or James O'Brien, and I'm the cameraman, but I'm currently not holding the camera. Sean is. And we're going down to... Oh, God. And he just bumped it.
I know, I did it on purpose.
And we're going down to Vegas. Hopefully we'll make it back alive. But we've got air conditioning, so it keeps Sean happy. We're gonna have some fun. Give me back my camera.
Fuck you, pal. Feel the power. Where's that hardcore guy? Let's head further down the tracks here, see what we find. Couldn't hurt. Watch what happens if you get hit by a train.
Yeah.
I'm down here not in the summertime, you know? Like in the winter or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd look pretty cool in the winter.
Well, plus you got the wind and shit. It'd be a hard shot to get, but to get a shot of, you know, like the wind actually picking up the sand and have a guy walking into the sand with the wind hitting him and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of almost painful too, but doable. Watch your footing here, eh? You thunder in, it's a pretty hard fall. It's a 10-second shot, eh? Oh, yeah, there you go. They don't play the game the same here as they do at home. No, they don't. something like that before in this kind of wind? No, I haven't.
No. Pretty amazing.
No. Technology's amazing, man. This is something else. I don't know what. This is the kind of shit they write poetry about. Well, we just came from Reno, and that place is all about gambling, gambling, and gambling. You know, and I'm walking around in there, and I'm pretty surprised at the amount of stupidity which I saw there. You know, really, it's like you're walking around, you see all of these people, you know, just putting money in these machines. You know, and the look of sheer idiocy on the average face of these people is just unreal. I mean, they're sitting there at these machines over and over again, just putting in quarters, you know, just trying to pump that American dream. You know, they're sitting there cranking it. Hunter really had that whole thing nailed in Fear and Loathing, man. Let me tell you, it was just crap. And further to that, I don't really understand why they even bother, you know? I mean, you got a bunch of these American misfits who come in here and...
Hey! Don't fuck with our freedom, huh?
Let's pretend for just a moment, let's put all spiritualism aside, okay? Let's just stand back from the whole spiritualism thing. Let's pretend that when you die, you're dead, that's it, game over, okay? Can anyone please explain to me why it is that we have a giant black pyramid in the middle of the desert that has the most powerful light since the beginning of time ever placed in a capstone towards ancient dead gods? Now, I'm all for, you know, freedom of religion, and that's fine, but when you have a quite obvious temple for the worship of nothing more than money in the middle of the desert, that if, you know, an alien craft were to happen to come by, would it be totally out of control to think that maybe the #1 temple in the culture might be the most visible from space? I mean, you can see the light that comes off this thing for miles and miles and miles, and yet, you know, no one seems to really notice. You got a giant sphinx, you got the whole show, you got the whole shebang. The pharaoh even had it half as good as this. Nobody seems to even bother about that. Nobody seems to really even care. So, as far as I'm concerned, when you look at something like this and people go, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal, it's not that, you know, well, you know, we're just guys having fun. Well, you know, I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's wrong, I guess it just seems kind of weird to me, you know? Definitely a little weird. And I don't know if there is such things as the undead, vampires, and cosmic evil and all that kind of stuff, but if there was such a thing, I bet I'd find it in there. My name is Sean Kennedy, and I am the fucking man. As well, if you just want to go one step further, you can get roll up. You can get roll up.
Just all pile in the back of my truck.
Is there a shuttle there?
No, not this way.
Well, let's check the Hard Rock. Is that the end of the shuttle?
This is where we get nailed by taxes.
I don't use it though.
I'm walking down the strip here with these guys, and a car slows down and hucks an egg at me, and it bounced off my shoulder here, didn't break, and then broke on the street here, where you know, you can see the remnants of the egg on the street. And I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed that an American was able to make one shot and actually hit something. That is incredible. Of course, you know, we couldn't actually hit anything because it broke on the fucking street. But, you know, next time you come to my town, you know, I'll throw eggs at you too, and we'll see what happens. What a dumb fuck. Like, why would you do that? And of course, that's very brave too, you know, throwing eggs at people in a car.
Very brave.
Just tell me. Right?
Bravery of what is it? The bravery of distance?
Yeah, the bravery of being on a range, baby.
Yeah.
This whole thing here, I always like to look at Vegas, like you look at Vegas, like, welcome to Las Vegas, you know? What if the power failed? What if there was no sound and there was no flashing lights right now? This place would look like the biggest bullshit ever. Be like,
New York when the whole East Coast went down?
yes, right.
Fuck off. You get trampled if you're in the streets.
Yeah, it's like, and people tell me, you know, they say, oh, Sean, you're paranoid. I'm like, dude,
We are 3 meals away from total anarchy. You shut off the power and water of a city for 72 hours, people will be jacking each other for clothes.
Powering a lot of electronics. And this thing draws about 7 to 10 milliamps as we're displaying stuff. So,
DEFCON, where the most brilliant people in America go to make their skills better. Despite what everybody says on the news and in the media, you always get these guys that's like, you know, they try to vilify the hacker movement, the hackers, computer security professionals, whatever. I mean, there's still the argument of what a hacker is, what a phreaker is, what a cracker is, what have you. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is that if you want to improve your skills and understand what's going on, you got to go to DEFCON and immerse yourself in the culture that is here. And what a rich culture it is. There are so many brilliant people here. I mean, it's incredibly humbling for a guy like me who calls himself the fucking man to be in a room with people who really do know way more than I do. Okay, so why do you come here?
I've been coming here for years. I just love the environment and the people, and the community and culture that goes on here.
Right.
And people come from all over the country, other countries.
Right.
And it's just a great time to get together and talk and just.
All bullshit aside, though, how much do you learn?
There's a lot to learn.
There is.
I'd say from the talks, but from talking to people outside of the talks, the stuff that goes on in the hallways.
Right. So that's where you really get it going on.
It's both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a talk will like kind of give you an idea, and you'll go off with a group and kind of talk about it.
Right. So advice for anyone who's never been here and you want to give them the piece of wisdom so they can learn the most from DEFCON, what would that be?
That's a tough one, but just.
I would say drink a lot of water.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Yeah, and then we hydrate.
Water,
yeah.
in that order.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Like, what's the best piece of DEFCON advice? So if somebody says, I want to go to DEFCON, what do you think I should do?
Oh, wow. DEFCON to me is an opportunity for all segments of the community to get together, sit down, meet face to face, which is to me a big deal. I mean, when I was growing up in this community, we didn't have IRC, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have MySpace, and we went to mugs and user meetings. This is like one big, once a year user meeting for everybody to get together face to face, share stories, share information, network, learn new things, meet new people, and build relationships that are key in our industry.
That's right.
And key in our community. This is a small, very close community, but it's a very disjointed and spread out community.
Do you find that that people's egos get in the way? Because sometimes, within the culture, there's a lot of ego going on. Sometimes a lot.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you think
sometimes.
so?
Occasionally, but it's usually self-correcting.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Cool.
I mean, there's going to always be somebody better than you. There's always going to be somebody smarter than you.
It's like Kung Fu.
Just like Kung Fu.
There's always somebody better and
That's
always
true.
somebody worse. Yeah.
And the sooner you learn that, I think it's a matter of maturity.
Right.
You start out and you think you're all that in a bag of chips. And enough kicks in the nuts.
Yeah.
You realize.
Yeah.
After a while.
This is it. This is the Mecca right here.
We had the assistant director of the FBI's cybercrime unit here yesterday.
No way. Really?
He reports directly to Mueller.
Holy
he was here.
shit.
And he was on the panel, and he took the time to sit down, and anybody who had a question about the Bureau, working for the Bureau, anything else, he answered.
Wow.
He was here, I think, till about 11 or 12 last night.
Where else do you get that? I mean, you'd never get that anywhere.
No, you don't.
How many of these, you've been here since?
DEFCON 4.
DEFCON 4. And we're now at DEFCON 15. So you got...
Which means to be very old.
Which means... And wise. Thank you, sir.
I don't know about wise, but old.
All right. Perfect.
This is the dunk tank. We got people coming in here about every 30 minutes. So it's a new person every 30 minutes. It's a bucket throw. All the money goes to EFF. We even have some bonuses. If you want to just pay $20 and just go right up and hit the button and dunk your buddy or your enemy.
Nice. Good deal.
If you
There you
pay
go.
a buck in the sink, you get free t-shirt.
Where's the throw line?
Right there. This one? Yep.
Now we're doing a documentary on humiliation.
Yes.
Come on, get into the damn dock.
Oh! That's how easy it is.
What's that? Oh, I got a shirt?
All we have is double XL, which...
Oh, no way! Seriously?
Seriously.
Well, you get a shirt if you hit it?
If you
Nice.
dunk a contestant, yes.
Contestant, yeah.
Donkey, whatever.
Awesome. Okay, well.
Look at the non-schedule.
I'll come back. Hey, that's hot, man. That's super cool. Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
guys. There you go. There you go. You want to take a look at this thing? This is what I was shooting over here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's not every day you get to shoot a flak vest with a 44 Magnum. So
Not really, eh?
that's pretty nice. I was hammering in on this motherfucker pretty good.
It's so shot up, we actually got some exits in it.
Oh really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah, some of those went through.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
30-06 is a fun thing through a flak vest.
Yeah, no bet.
oh, hey, actually, there's a round right there.
Is it? Oh.
Yep, it's right there.
Let's get it out. I've got my I got a multi-tool with me. I can probably get that out.
And actually, I think I was firing hollow points this set, so you should see a good expansion on it.
So let's see. We're trying to pull a round out of there right now.
Oh yeah? Sweet. See what it did?
See it right there?
Hey, that's collateral damage. Damn it. There we go. Hang on.
Woo! Semi-jacketed hollow points.
Yeah, that's cheap when you come to the targets and get your bullets back.
All these.
What the hell?
I'm gonna go, baby.
I'm a not-for-profit organization.
Look at that.
Very nice.
That's sweet.
You can have it.
Thank you. That's super cool.
Just hold that up. Hold that.
Is there anything else in that vest still?
Oh yeah,
More than
dude, you
likely.
can feel them all over the place.
What we have is an iMac with a very large quantity of tannerite in it. And what's left of the iMac is on top of what's left of the refrigerator. Who's going to be doing the honors here? Yeah, look at the refrigerator, washing machine, whatever was under that thing. Okay, the range is safe if you need to rearrange your targets, but we already had time, so hopefully go down real quick and come back.
That is a beautiful thing right there. Wow. Okay, well this is a Barrett. I think this is a Barrett model 92F. I think it's a 50 caliber weapon. I mean, you're talking about a weapon here that can punch through 8 feet of hardwood maple at 100 yards. Okay, like this is the king of you can run but you can't hide. And it's magazine fed as well, which is, you know, I mean, you fuck with that. I mean, that's some wild stuff. And I can put one round through that, and you know, I'll be, you know, putting ice on my shoulder and stuff. But, I'm looking forward to it, man. I totally am. It's like being hit with a bat, pretty much, when you shoot them. But I mean, and as for the weapon itself, in Canada, you wouldn't be able to touch that for less than $4,000. I mean, that's just fucking
Wow.
crazy. Bullets alone in Canada are $9 a shell, if you can find it. And I think actually they're legal to purchase, but I mean, I've never seen a range that would allow them. That's the first one I've ever seen actually real steel. That's the gig right there, man.
I like the pictures of the ducks on the ammo box.
Yeah, if you were to, that'll kill a duck. Yeah, you'll kill a duck with that. Actually, I don't think there's too many land-walking mammals that could stand up to this thing. I think actually there's not a lot of seafaring mammals that could stand up to this thing. That's like a whale killer. This is your that's like 970 grains of diplomacy right there, baby. These are your shells here. You can fucking well bet that if I get to shoot one, I'll be keeping that bullet.
Oh yeah.
Once you shoot it, as soon as we go hot, I'm going to shoot the 50.
Shite. How many in there?
It's a 10-shot mag, but you know what? If you want to shoot like 2 or 3 of them or something, but they're like Luxor round.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want me to give you guys some cash for that or what?
Don't sweat it, but if you want to shoot up a whole mag, sure. It's up to
Well,
you.
no, if I can fire,
I mean, as soon as you pull that trigger, you're gonna go.
What do you want, Sean?
Well, if I can fire a few rounds, that'd be all right. I don't know what kind of shape my shoulder's going to be in after fucking.
Fire a few and then we'll.
It's like a regular rifle.
Does it?
Fire a few and then we'll see if you want to go crazy,
Well,
and we'll
yeah.
lay down some cash.
Yeah, if you let me lay down some cash, I'll hammer off a mag. Yeah, for sure. That is a great big fucking bullet right there. You know, until I watched Jurassic Park, I really didn't think there was a use for this. But somewhere in Borneo, there's a Mokre Mambe wandered around, and his head's going on my fucking wall. That's right. I'm gonna put his fucking skull on eBay with one of these fuckers right here. Bet. Fuck me.
Yeah, wear that around your neck.
That's fucking crazy.
Police sheriff or anything on the side of it?
He's getting right in on it now.
Doesn't say, I can't zoom in enough to see any numbers or description.
There's like a big shiny gold thing on it.
Nothing, I can't see that
It's probably a
far.
helicopter tour or some shit.
Needs to come a little closer.
Oh, fuck, man.
Hey, we're busted! I'll get video of it.
Oh, I got tons of it, yeah.
What is it?
Are they coming down, you think?
Yeah. There's a police car. Steve Jobs! Steve Jobs, everyone! Bye-bye! This is the police.
Have shown up at DEFCON, at the shoot, which I think is kind of cute. Because, you know, you look at the amount of hardware here and then they sent one poor cop out. I wonder, you know, what he did to piss somebody off, really.
Indefinite amount of time. Therefore, at this point in time, we're going to declare the DEFCON shoot number 8 to be ended. If you have anything downrange that you want to bring home because you haven't had a chance to shoot up your watermelon, go ahead and take it home and eat it. If you have it in the right, do not put it in your car and drive it around. That's probably something your offense. Sorry, but...
Really upset me when Hunter killed himself. I was really upset with that because, you know, I mean, first of all, I'm not a big fan of suicide. I have a moral compass. My moral compass is if it increases suffering over the long term, it is bad. If it decreases suffering over the long term, it is good. That's the moral compass. So consequently, in mindset, if your mindset involves you killing yourself, it's bad. I don't give a fuck what your nobility is for it. The concept is you as a life form should survive. If you and I are living, and I live longer than you do, I win.
Let me ask you this though, because one of my favorite things to come out of Rant is the burning monk, and I have it on my wall, and it freaks people the fuck out.
The conviction, the power.
I added a caption at the bottom that says, "No, don't actually burn yourself alive." You know, it's the metaphorical level of commitment that matters. You know, live for something, don't die for it. But that monk, you look at that monk, and it's like, you got to be hardcore after you watch that monk do that.
Well, because unlike a lot of people hate cops, and I catch a lot of flack because I don't hate cops. But cops never got up in the morning and decided, man, when I grow up, I'm gonna be an evil fuck and beat children and be a cop. You know, that's not what they thought. The cops become cops because they want to help people, and then they get caught in the machine and they realize the grim reality of the huge structure of the beast, and they try to make a difference every day how they can. That's the job. So they're not the problem. Cops are not the problem. The machine can be the problem. But realistically, the problem is, and we're getting into some heavy coffee shop talk here, but you gotta move past that and start looking at it like there are and cut the shit. There are bad people. There are bad fucking people in the world. There are people in the world who need to get turned off. I'm sorry, it's the fucking truth. And anybody
I saw a T-shirt that said, "Some people are alive only because it's illegal to kill them."
And that's a fact. And there are people out there, you know, and sometimes I think, you know what? If we just gave the entire federal infrastructure 1 month, kill whoever you want, 1 month. Yeah,
I might not live to see it.
Every cop gets 1 full magazine. They get 7 bullets. They can spend them any way they want. They won't be persecuted for them. That's fine. Man, the neighborhoods would get quiet fast.
It sounds like a Heinlein story.
It does, because they would go. They've only got 7 shots, but they'd be able to go to fucking the right 7 people in their block, and they would turn that shit off. If you were to look at whatever the end state is, let's just fucking, you know, whatever the method, we're gonna look at goal. If you were to go to the goal, and you know, you could mystically, you know, do the spirit journey thing with any cop and take him to the goal and show him what's going on, not a cop on the planet would be against that. They'd be like, fuck yeah, that's a good idea. It's method. That's the problem. And you add to that the demon temptation of cash, where people see that people easily led or easily exploited, and you can take their money and you get David Koresh. Right? You know, and that's the bitch of it, is that people are fallible. I can be good. I can be good for a couple days. You feed me some heroin, my psychology changes. And suddenly I'm the beast, right? And you have to be able to, because this week Sean's infallible. Next week Sean's corrupt, right? So people are monkeys. You need to make sure that, you know, your ideology, so there is no real structure. There is no hive you can build that'll really work. All you can hope for is to kind of like, instead of, you know, not bathing anymore and waving around a sign and saying give peace a fucking chance, all you really have control of, like Viktor Frankl said in Man's Search for Meaning, is yourself and your reaction to other people's input. And that's a hard one. That's a bitch, man, to try to control that.
Idaho.
You're gonna learn to love Idaho. Bully Pully, Idaho.
Yeah.
There's very nice people in Idaho. I'm just afraid they're gonna eat me.
right close, like super stupid close. There we go. I want to say sorry to my mom and my dad for what a total disappointment I must be. Because this whole thing was just my idea. Well, not really, like most of it was James's, really. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry too, we're all sorry, man. We're on express elevator to hell. We got crap from the customs guys. Cimm got a lot of trouble. Where's your final destination? New York. That's not what your paperwork says. Well, it's kind of a close combat knife. It's not really designed for...
Pretend you're fighting the peanut butter, which you are.
Well, it seems that way, yeah, doesn't it? Fixing my hair. Oh, Walter Sobchak?
That's very Walter Sobchak. You need the glasses. You need to go to that store downstairs and buy the glasses for Walter.